Yeah, he's potentially still inside the store. If I get another unit on the backside and make sure he doesn't scream out the back. I'll take one to the front with me, and then the next one just go to the backside.
Ooh, I'm excited to get back in on it, bro.
Rear driver's side of the vehicle now. He's still in there? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, just wait. I got partners in route. Jeff, that's him walking toward you. Hey, get out of the car. Get out the car. Come over here. This is a stolen car. Keep your hands out of your pockets. Have a seat on the sidewalk here. Have a seat on the curb. You're not free to leave. Is anybody else in the car? Don't reach for anything in your bag, okay? Are you pregnant?
No.
Okay. Now you're not free to go. Sit down on the curb. Sit down on the curb. Do not reach in your pockets and do not run. You understand? You're not free to go. You're being investigated for vehicle trespass right now. So make sure, because you're probably going to end up in handcuffs here in a minute.
Why?
2-6, I have another compliant outside of the vehicle with me. Where's your buddy at? I know there's one more inside the store. He's got a cart full of all this shit. I saw you walking past me. Is he your boyfriend? Is he just a friend? Is he...
Both?
You're going to be detained in handcuffs. Thank you for being cool.
Yeah.
He's in the sporting goods department.
Do you have video of him driving here?
I picked up that.
Because that car's stolen. So,
Stolen?
Yeah.
Okay, I picked
Where
up
you
that.
get?
You're like possibly Hispanic male, black jacket with a beard.
Yeah.
And he's in the sporting goods?
Yes.
2-6. LP just advised he's in the sporting goods section. We're walking over now. Black baseball cap, black hoodie, dark colored pants, black Nike shoes, long hair. Hey man, you're not free to leave.
Excuse me. I love whenever people actually do shit like from a movie while running from cops, throwing shit on the ground.
I'm done. You got keys?
You could have done that, man.
Never done that, I know.
You know I was gonna catch you.
I know.
So why'd you run
I
from
seen
me?
you cry.
His hat's here, by the way.
You have any weapons on you, Cooperton? You got a weapon on you?
So I have 1 to 4. We have fire for 2, so 16.
I'm gonna turn you to your side, okay?
Yes, sir. You know I'm on no problems.
Are you injured?
Yeah.
Who's your friend? What's their name? We're talking to him inside, so I'm just seeing if you're... Actually, tell me. What is it?
It's Pat.
Pat? Okay. Does Pat have a job?
I think he goes to work because I don't really see him out there.
So why is he out here
Where
stealing
you
stuff
at?
from Target then?
I didn't know he was stealing.
So what were you doing? Why were you hanging on the car?
Just talking.
I might end up
Typically,
dropping
you know how
the
this
flame
works.
wall and shit on this one
Or
and
two stay in the
go
car
full of
and watch
cold.
out while the other one goes inside and they call like, oh, cops are coming. Like, let's not BS me, right, and insult
Or at
our
least dropping
intelligence.
most of the fire
don't
stuff
really like
and just
being
go in a cult.
fed lines, you
And
know
then
what I
keep
mean?
flame wall because
So-
it does give a boost.
What?
I was on watch.
Yes. Okay. Okay. But he told you he was gonna go steal. You just told me you were on watch, dude.
Yeah, I know. I was like, well, no,
Whoa,
I'm
huge
just like
line.
this bando. Yeah, it's like a street wall.
Uh-huh.
What are you looking at?
What are you looking at? Oh, you?
Hey, what's up?
Probably
There he
obstructing.
is.
What?
Maybe resisting.
No, but
Maybe possessing stolen vehicle.
is that for a vehicle?
Yeah, let's go with obstructing.
What?
Come on, put you in the back.
You're free to join up with us if you want, man. We're on level 17, so.
Yeah, when I realized you guys were there for me, I panicked.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, you also been killing and everything.
How much take the roof over there?
What happened to your ranger? You shot up on your ranger.
I kicked the roof?
It's level what? Fuck it, going in, you'll probably power level up pretty quick.
Okay, so we're feeding.
Yeah.
Let me get you some water.
You don't think so?
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm spilling on you.
Oh no. That's true. And yeah, I guess you all have to join up with your warrior. Just sit back.
Please.
You don't get to pick up shit.
You know my girl's car?
So we're gonna discuss that
Is that my girl?
Probably.
Who's Patrick? Who's the guy over there? The dude with the ponytail and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay. So when you say a bill of sale for the vehicle,
Yeah, she gifted it to him.
she just gave him this car.
Yeah,
To
Uh-huh.
who? To Patrick?
yeah.
Okay.
What
How
you
much you
just
think
do?
that car's worth?
What did you do?
Not as much as you think it is.
Okay.
It's got a lot of issues. A lot.
Okay. How many cars have you been given in your life?
I don't know what's them and what's me, what's you.
Yeah.
Really? You must have very nice friends.
So the thing is, like she owes him money. First of all, second of all, that vehicle's a lot of issues that she can't get fixed. She doesn't have the money or the resources to get fixed.
Hey,
Alright.
Mr.
I
Thomas.
gotta invite him real quick.
Who's the owner of the vehicle?
Carla.
Carla? Because she's saying Carla gifted the
He has
vehicle.
been
and she
bitching the
has a
whole
bill of
time
sale.
about it though. It has been a fucking
Okay, so
drag
I'll
the
slide
entire
down.
time
Slide
getting
down
through
because
this.
they believe you're gonna shop us, okay?
I don't get it. You know I don't.
Well, they suspected you were going to, right? So that's why I was sliding down.
I don't think he
So what
said
can you
one
tell me?
positive thing this
What can you
entire
tell me
time
about
we
this
played.
Who's this car belong to?
Carla, my girlfriend?
Oh yeah, we got a whole bunch of orbs there though.
Yeah, it was not Carla I spoke with. That was in the car. That's why she's mad.
Yeah, yeah.
This girl?
Yeah.
Fucking usually those don't give a
Okay,
shit.
so this vehicle here is reported as a stolen vehicle.
Since when?
I don't know. I didn't check the details on that. But when I walked up and I ran the plate through my dispatch, they advised it was stolen.
I have yet
okay?
to have a
So
spirit
that's the
get
other part of
dropped,
the
so.
investigation. Alright?
She left with me last night.
So I need to call her.
She's right there.
Carla?
Yeah, Carla.
Because it's a fun
Is
mechanic.
that Carla?
I like stuff like that.
Okay. You hang out with him while I check on details.
Like the jail, we charge him with sulfur as well. He threw a display case at
I mean, I'd have thrown it at him too if I was there.
That doesn't make it okay.
I know. Maybe.
I mean, I don't know. I wasn't there. I didn't see the video. But if somebody
Yeah.
throws something,
Dude, this fucking dude's like, he threw a display case at me, and the other officer's like, I mean, I would have done it too. Situation. And then the other one's like, that doesn't make it okay. And the other one's like, maybe.
Okay. They were dating for a while and broke
Yeah.
up. I don't know.
While they were chasing him, like I said, he's doing the whole fucking actual movie shit, just throwing shit down while they were chasing him. Ooh, I guess support him.
Who was driving it? Patrick. Huh?
Yeah, dude, it's like,
Well, you told her in the car, right? You Mirandizer? I did Mirandize her. So you came here in the car. Who drove here? That's a simple question. Huh?
they had the whole
That's
fucking
weird. Okay,
exchange.
thank you.
Can you take a deep breath for me? Can you here, take a deep breath. Yeah, you're not bleeding, dude.
How is contagion not a curse? I can't put this on there. That doesn't make any sense.
All right, so stand up for me.
Like that.
Turn towards me. You go that way. That'll work. All right. You are out of handcuffs. You got keys to the vehicle. There is your bag. There still is a probably good probability you're going to get charged with a crime.
Okay.
You understand that, right?
No. Why?
Well, because you're in a stolen vehicle.
It's not stolen.
Okay, can you show me the...
Yeah.
Well, then why would somebody call and report it stolen?
She's crazy.
Then why are you dealing with it?
I don't.
Here comes my army.
Been telling Patrick no.
Are you dating Patrick?
We've been off and on for like 3-4 years.
Well, Patrick went in there and loaded up a shopping cart full of stuff and he was going to steal it.
We had a good part. No, we're not going to steal it.
Did you get your ascendancy?
I don't.
Really? I went and did it. I went and did it the next morning.
Who's this in the gray?
'Cause I fell asleep that day. I went and did it the next morning, first try. Fucking only got hit once the entire time.
He was earlier.
That's not that cold. You got a jacket on, I know.
I couldn't get it, but here I'll grab it real quick. So
I know, right? I need Wi-Fi.
I can't help you with that.
Can I walk over towards Target?
You can do whatever you want. Oh, wait, actually, no, you cannot. Because I believe they want you trespassing Target for life.
go,
Oh, okay.
So that means don't go into the store, don't go into
go
the
do it
store.
now.
Okay.
Just give it a shot. I think it's really better if you do it
Consider it a burglary.
one person.
Okay. So you can go wherever you want to try and do that. And I'll make a note that you said that you saw a
Okay.
bill of
I don't know.
sale.
You could probably wait till we get there, but probably still
That'd be a
a
great thing to
bit.
bring to court.
Okay.
You're starting to run
It's
into
just-
mana
is it
problems?
accurate?
Dude, I haven't
Is
had
it-
mana problems in a long
Is it
time.
true or is it not?
Yeah. I know, like,
Because I know people forge things, and I know there are angry ex-girlfriends. Like, I don't know what the truth is. Like, I'm not trying to take one side over the other.
She is angry and whatever, but she didn't give him the card.
Well, then she wanted him
I
out.
didn't even see
It is
them
what it
was
is.
alive here.
Yes, you are free to go anywhere but Target. My partner. There was nothing else besides your guys, right?
No. I mean, just just double checking now that you're standing. Alright, we'll just walk over this way. Yeah, just go right here. Yeah. We're gonna follow you guys down. Hey, brother. He's gonna take the cuffs off. You gotta get your feet up.
I was trying to get up. I was trying to get up because I can't.
Okay, let's change plan. Put your feet up first. Yes.
The only thing that really takes a lot of fucking
I will find out.
mana from me is evil at this point.
Yeah, we're going with you to the hospital. So this isn't like a free pass because you're gonna go to.
No, I understand. I understand that. I need my mom to go and I'm going to jail.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright, that's all yours.
We'll talk you down there.
Tell her I need her. Tell my mom I'm going to jail.
Hey, also you're
Sin, that was
gonna be
all your
trespassed for
stuff.
life from here, okay? Don't come back.
What do I do?
Huh? They just don't want you. They suspect that you're gonna shoplift. You're in a stolen car, okay? That's put two and two
How is it
together.
stolen? How is it stolen now?
The report's not finished.
See, dudes. Good job.
There are more than 1,800 Target stores in the U.S., but you may not be aware that the major retailer also plays an important role in targeting criminals outside its stores.
Hey, it's Alex, the founder of this channel.
Yeah.
And this video really brought me back because what brought me to Minnesota in the first place 10 years ago was the chance to work at the Target National Investigation and Forensic Center.
You haven't even been
in
killing
Brooklyn Center,
anything?
Minnesota, just outside the Twin Cities.
Our goal will be to take a photograph of each of the fingerprints that are on this piece
Yeah,
of
they get
evidence.
everything got some buff because of UV in here, so yeah, definitely
Experts like Rick
kill
Lautenbach
something.
are busy solving crime. The lab uses the latest in digital forensics to
I don't
nab
know why, but
suspects.
whenever you started fucking
Target
killing
is
shit, I
hands
started taking a
down
lot more
probably one of the
damage.
worst places to shoplift at because not only do they have the assets protection at the store, but just incredibly smart, talented, dedicated people at their national headquarters doing forensics. I mean, you know, if like local police department aren't going to fingerprint you after a theft or a break-in, they'll do it themselves with their own fingerprint center.
Lautenbach is the senior corporate security manager.
And why do you need this? So for Target, really our business problem is organized retail crime.
Target's lab opens about 300 cases a year and is so efficient, actual police departments have asked for its help.
Where the
They'll
fuck
pull
do
the
we
DNA
go?
off there. They'll do audio analysis, but they also have the nation's largest private network of high-def cameras.
I'm at one of the 1,800 Target stores nationwide, and all of them can be viewed live from several angles at the company's National Investigation Center.
And this just brought me back because it brought me out to Minnesota 10 years ago.
Right
working
down
there,
here,
and just
where we
hands down
stopped
one of the
short
worst
of
places
going.
to shoplift from.
20% of the lab's work doesn't
It's
even
always where it
involve
fucking
offenses
is,
against
dude.
the
Alright, hold on one second. I gotta take my socks off. I gotta wiggle my little tootsies around. Yeah, my only feet. Yeah. Have you not seen it yet? I slowly take off my feet. Yeah, I put peanut butter on them and then I let my dog lick off the peanut butter. People pay a lot for that. Man, that's fucking degenerate. Oh, I can't even believe you. Send me a link. So I know to stay away from it. Blacklist that link. Yeah. No. I gotta fuck your mom. How is this hard? He's crying now. Are you happy?
County Emergency Medical Services
All right,
and
let's
an
get-
Air Force veteran. However, at the moment this footage takes place, authorities did not know her whereabouts, that Jeremy might be involved, nor that he drove her stolen vehicle over 1,700 miles up to this point.
Think it's
From
the
the
wrong way,
perspective
huh?
of
Where are
Trooper
you guys
Justin
at?
Hare, this is a routine stop to help get a civilian's broken down vehicle off the highway.
Hey, bud.
Got a flat tire. You can help me?
What are you needing?
Just a tire. I need a ride to the store. You get me there.
Okay, I can get you back to town real quick, but nobody's open tonight.
Well, I can just, that's fine. I'll get
Oh,
town.
see why you have to
Down,
keep
come back,
changing
get
them,
the
man.
Okay, go ahead and go to the front of my car real quick. I'll meet you up there real quick. I'll get.
He's fallen victim to fucking people's build videos, bro. He's like, oh, that build's cool, and just fucking watches it, and then starts building towards it, and then sees another one. It's like, oh, that one's even cooler. Starts building towards it. Fucking. Your mom called the IRS on me for my OnlyFeeds account. Why would you open it before we got here? Dude, I was loading.
After Jeremy gets in the patrol car, he drives several miles down I-40 while the wounded officer sits beside him at what we calculate to be speeds of around 110 miles an hour before pulling into exit 311 off the side of historic Route 66.
You'd like that.
After dragging Trooper Hare out of the vehicle, Jeremy gets back into the patrol car and begins driving erratically, making several U-turns while turning the vehicle's lights on and off. As he heads back toward his abandoned stolen vehicle, he exits the cruiser and circles it. The cruiser footage we received has no audio, but it is possible that Jeremy turned on the police radio to listen to official communications. When Trooper Hare failed to respond to dispatch, an officer was sent as emergency backup. However, tensions rose further when his duress signal activated. According to New Mexico State Police Chief Troy Weisler, it remains unclear whether Hare activated the signal himself or if it was triggered by Jeremy moving him. For an unknown reason, Jeremy abruptly changes course, making another U-turn instead of continuing toward his stolen vehicle. He then drives past Trooper Hare and continues westbound along the frontage road of Interstate 40 for several miles. At this point, a secondary officer spots Hare's cruiser speeding along the frontage road near mile marker 312.
Munitions bunker.
Nobody's open tonight.
Passed since her kidnapping, during which Phonesia's family members promptly reported her missing. At the time, Phonesia is a paramedic crew chief for Florence County Emergency Medical Services and an Air Force veteran. However, at the moment this footage takes place, authorities did not know her whereabouts, that Jeremy might be involved, nor that he drove her stolen vehicle over 1,700 miles up to this point. From the perspective of Trooper Justin Hare, this is a routine stop to help get a civilian's broken down vehicle off the highway.
Hey, bud.
Oh yeah, my bones.
What are you needing?
Just a tire.
Damn, he killed you?
Okay.
How the fuck do you still die?
Nobody's open tonight.
Dude, that is legit a skill issue. I can't even say anything other.
Okay. Go ahead and go to the front of my car real quick. I'll meet you up there real quick. I'll get.
Well, I mean, I'd take advice from you on this game. Can you distract him while I get him up? There you go. Yeah, help the boys.
After Jeremy gets in the patrol car, he drives several miles down I-40 while the wounded officer sits beside him at what we calculate to be speeds of around 110 miles an hour before pulling into exit 311 off the side of historic Route 66.
Well, the sun threshold goes up every time you stun him. Wow, what the fuck just happened to me? I thought you had me.
I'm here to tell you that there are some people.
5 o'clock in the morning on March 15th, 2024, a New Mexico State police trooper pulls behind an apparent broken-down vehicle to assist. Unbeknownst to the trooper, the man he will soon speak to has just gone on a rampant crime spree. Although this footage is taken in New Mexico, Jeremy Alexander Smith began his crime spree 1,500 miles away in Marion County, South Carolina. There, Jeremy allegedly kidnapped a woman named Phonesia Machado IV,
they make sure
taking
to
her hostage
advertise
after
that.
stealing not just her vehicle, but her roommate's handgun. This is a repeated offense for Jeremy, as his past charges include taking hostages and rioting in jail, burglary, breaking and entering, armed robbery, resisting and evading police, auto theft, and shooting at or from a motor vehicle. 2 days have passed since her kidnapping, during which Phonesia's family members promptly reported her missing. At the time, Phonesia is a paramedic crew chief for Florence County Emergency Medical Services and an Air Force veteran. However, at the moment this footage takes place, authorities did not know her whereabouts, that Jeremy might be involved, nor that he drove her stolen vehicle over 1,700 miles up to this point. From the perspective of Trooper Justin Hare, this is a routine stop to help get a civilian's broken down vehicle off the highway.
Hey, bud.
Got a flat tire. You can help me?
What are you needing?
Just a tire. I need a ride to the store. You get me there.
Okay, I can get you back to town real quick, but nobody's open tonight.
Well, that's fine. I'll get to town. I just don't come back to get the car.
Okay, go ahead and go to the front of my car real quick. I'll meet you up there real quick. I'll get. Okay, he's open tonight. Okay. What are you needing?
Up to help get a civilian point. From the perspective of Trooper Justin Hare, this is a routine stop to help get a civilian's
Flat tire. You can help me?
What are you needing?
Just a tire. I need a ride to the store. You get me there.
Okay, I can get you back to town real quick, but nobody's open tonight.
Well, that's fine. I'll get to town. I just don't come back to get the car.
Okay, go ahead and go to the front of my car real quick. I'll meet you up there real quick. I'll get.
Damn, that's dark. Ooh, that's good. Oh, well, yeah, I'll end up doing this on something else later anyway, but... Okay. Oh, I have one left.
After dragging Trooper Hare out of the vehicle, Jeremy gets back into the patrol. After dragging Trooper Hare out of the vehicle, Jeremy gets back into the patrol car and begins driving erratically, making several U-turns while turning the vehicle's lights on and off. As he heads back toward his abandoned stolen vehicle, he exits the cruiser and circles it. The cruiser footage we received has no audio, but it is possible that Jeremy turned on the police radio to listen to official communications. When Trooper Hare failed to respond to dispatch, an officer was sent as emergency backup. However, tensions rose further when his duress signal activated. According to New Mexico State Police Chief Troy Weisler, it remains unclear whether Hare activated the signal himself or if it was triggered by Jeremy moving him. For an unknown reason, Jeremy abruptly changes course, making another U-turn instead of continuing toward his stolen vehicle. He then drives past Trooper Hare and continues westbound along the frontage road of Interstate 40 for several miles. At this point, a secondary officer spots Hare's cruiser speeding along the frontage road near mile marker 312.
Know what I'm saying?
The officer takes the next exit to get onto the frontage road and attempts to catch up. When the officer finally reaches the patrol unit, it has already crashed near milepost 304 on Interstate 40. Due to the darkness, officers are unable to witness the crash directly.
Hello? I got blood. What?
Your garage and everything.
Did you?
Yeah, so I don't know if he might have gotten out. If he jumped out or something, it'd have to be a little bit back, a little bit east.
You want this body armor?
I'm trying to find blood.
Base rating 56.
Might be armed. Hey, I need you to relay to everybody responding. We did find the vehicle unoccupied. There's blood in the passenger seat. Be on the lookout for a black male. Description of that original call. I got no.
No signs. 966 rifle is still in the unit. Individual possibly might have gotten out.
For the unit from Tucum Carry will below the frontage road to see if anybody got out.
I got units checking that area.
Oh, sweet, dude, sweet, cool. I'll let them know. They haven't found Harry yet either.
The officer in question's hair. I got it. Spars it with me now.
Had to have gotten out driver's side.
Initial call is at I-40 west at the 318. It was on the welfare check on a male subject that was standing in the highway trying to wave down traffic.
I'm going to be 76 to 966's last location.
Be advised, they have not located the NMST officer. Be aware that the other male subject, the black male subject, may be armed. Come on the 305 from the frontage road.
Yeah, because this dude saw me, man, and he just started hitting the brakes, man. So I don't know if he booked it before he crashed or what. Because it crashed pretty slow, man, so.
Yeah, so the DA can come out. They have drones.
Oh, heck yeah, dude. You want to climb?
Walk down a little way?
Yeah, let's do it, bro. I take it this dude was probably bleeding, man.
I'm hoping it, yeah. If he bailed out, he would have to bail out.
Over there, yeah.
After the turn.
Push left so we can see down this.
Possibly the white vehicle that the RP called in about where the male subject was standing in the lanes of travel trying to wave down traffic.
We'll be on the lookout for a black male. Consider him armed. I got pretty much everybody coming out.
Hey, brother. Hey, Captain, we're here at the crash site. I saw the guy slow down and we did a felony stop on and there's no one in the car, so we're taking this guy booked it.
Get off at the 300 and take that front.
Nah, negative. I haven't found him yet. There's blood on the passenger seat. The person that I guess Hare dealt with, possibly that black male was waving down traffic. We're thinking he's probably the one that took off with his car, but we don't know where he's at.
Well, that you.
Okay, 10-4, we'll hold it here.
Don't mess up there.
Okay.
It's usually fine here.
No, she's up there.
Alright, sounds good, Captain. Hey, no problem. We'll hold it here. Limping around.
Out. He might be.
Yeah.
You can't, dude. You gotta go through all the quests to get the
Can't find him or what?
first. I did.
What?
966.
What?
There's 966 here.
Yes.
Son of a.
This officer might be especially concerned for Hare's well-being, as Hare and his significant other have 2 young daughters and are expecting a 3rd child.
Dude.
Bala bala. Well, we gonna try this Cincy together, or we're definitely not taking the tank in with us?
Hey, Santos! Don't touch it, bro!
Jesus Christ. We're gonna keep pushing.
No, it's classes.
You didn't see anybody on the highway?
Sorry. Your damage is trash.
My hair, bro.
We got everyone rolling, right?
Yeah, dude. No one's found hair yet.
Not that I know of. Any radio traffic of shots fired or anything like that?
Nothing, dude. He freaking did his arrest. That's about it, dude. And he hit it off the hook. I was in Santa Rosa, dude. I was dropping off the rookie, and I was feeling up when all that happened. So yeah, dude, don't touch anything, bro. It's all a crime scene right now. So looks like we got another unit, bro.
This is your guy.
Oh, okay.
Empty vehicle, but passenger side.
How do you go to Trader's Pass? Just make me go to Hassan Gate.
Oh yeah,
we have no way of saying if he was last driving this
what?
vehicle.
I mean, obviously it wouldn't be haired, but I saw him, dude. He saw me and he booked
What's
it on the
an X?
freaking bridge.
I checked that whole area of where that car was.
Dude, I don't even have one. So.
No blood or anything on there, bro?
No, nothing.
Where's the next car?
The car's at the 320. Well,
318? On I-40?
Yeah.
Hey, so Hare was not the last one driving this car?
No, it wasn't hair, dude.
Okay.
You say it's the Quest one more
on the
time.
frontage road westbound. I don't know if you jumped off over there or whatever, dude. Just fucking 48, bro.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
I'll be 97 here on the scene now. After 305.
You think the guy knows how to turn lights off?
Unless it
Well, I thought you were already over there getting your Cincy.
Hey, do we have any update on you guys?
Come on, brother.
Remember, it's the piece of shit waste of time where you go there for 1 second and talk to her. Yeah. Now you gotta do it.
We need to have people up here looking for my guy. Have them come up here. We also need people from Clovis. We already called special operations. They're on their way. So we go up with the search.
Serious passage.
961 Norcom, 961 Norcom out of 966. Off the 311 exit, he's 10-7, 10-7. Get all units here now. Get hair. Brother, hey. Hey, brother. Hair. 961 Norcom, I need a 55 now. 961 Norcom. 961 Norcom, I need a 55 now. Hair, hey, brother, hey. Hey, it's okay, brother. Dude, I can't tell what's going on. He has a fucking gunshot wound to the neck. Dude, I need a fucking 55, bro. Hey, see what the mile marker is. 961 Norcom. I don't know the mile marker I'm at. Off the frontage road, but it's right directly off the frontage road. Off the I-40 exit at the 311. He has a gunshot wound to the neck. He's bleeding out profusely. I need a 55 now. Hey, brother, it's okay. Hey, 961 Norcom. Gunshot wound to the head. Here, bro. Hey.
We'll be rolling the 55 in. What's your current 20?
961 Norcom, I'm on the frontage road. I don't know the exact mile marker, but it's directly right off the frontage road.
We're here, brother.
311.
We're here, bro. We're fighting, brother.
We'll be rolling it.
Keep fighting, dude.
There's one on my head and then one to the neck.
They're going to be on the frontage road between the...
You're going to be good, brother. We're here. Keep fighting, dude. Keep fighting,
right,
brother.
W times 2.
We need to assess him for other injuries, bro.
No, I'm trying to check. Yeah, I need to get a chest. Here. Cut this vest off, dude.
And for sure, direct.
Here. He has one to the neck, dude, and then one right to the head.
Keep fighting, dude.
Hair, you're all right, brother.
Hey.
It's gonna be okay,
fighting, dude. Come on, man.
You're gonna be okay.
Stay with us.
You're all right, brother.
The other one.
It's okay. It's right here on the forehead. You're gonna be okay, brother. We love you, dude. You'll be okay. You're okay.
All right, bro.
Where the f is that 55 at, man?
They're coming.
Gunshot wound to the head, gunshot to the neck. Gunshot through the esophagus, like through and through. And then one to the head.
Where else do we need a wrap?
That's it, dude. It's just to the face. It's not both.
I like how they ricochet off the walls.
Easier. Let's keep fighting, dude. Don't give up. Don't give up, dude.
Stay in this, brother. Come on.
Come on, bro.
Keep his head like that. You're good, brother. Come on. You're still breathing. You're still in this.
We need to clear that passage, dude. What do we do?
We don't have any suction, so just everybody, hey, I know. Just take a minute, okay? Open your mouth, buddy. Open your mouth so I can get that clot out. Okay.
Come on, brother. Hair.
The ambulance will be here. You're all right, bud.
Hey, you're all right, man. Stay in this shit.
Still breathing.
Come on, brother.
Come on,
stay in this shit. Come on.
I'm here, buddy. I'm here, Hair.
The breathing heard from Trooper Hair is likely agonal breathing, a reflexive gasp when the brain is deprived of oxygen, often due to blood loss. Though it may seem like a sign of recovery, it is not true breathing. Agonal breathing can be misleading, but performing CPR during the state increases the chances of survival. Agonal breathing is more common than people may believe, as studies show it occurs in 40% of cardiac arrest cases.
You all right, man?
Get a fixed wing in right now. Get him out of here. There's no helicopters. They're coming.
There's a helicopter coming?
No. There's no helicopters flying right now because of the weather. But we're trying to get a fixed wing.
Come on, brother. Get that out. Come on, dude.
Come on, Hair.
Stay in
Fight.
this. Come on.
Fight for it, dude. Come on, Hair. Don't give up, dude. Fight.
There you go.
Come on, brother.
Come on, Hair.
Stay in this.
We need to keep sweeping him. Make sure he doesn't have any other ones.
Where's the ambulance at, man? They're coming. He doesn't have something on the back.
I don't think so.
Okay, here. Cover him up. Don't let him get cold. Don't let him get cold.
Here, go to the back one. Stay warm.
Here. Come on, bro. Keep breathing. Let's go.
Keep going, buddy. You got this.
Hey, look, it's a decree of your mom.
You got this, Hair. Come on, brother.
They're right here. They're right here.
You got a gunshot wound to the head, possibly to the neck, right?
He has two. One to the head, one to the face, one to the neck.
All right, let's get ready to lift him.
I got his head. I got his head.
One, 2, 3. Come on, buddy. Come on.
Come on, bro.
Look for that motherfucker now, dude. Walk with him. He's getting loose.
All right, dude. We're gonna go find this motherfucker.
Where's Esparza? Up there, Mark?
Yeah, he's up there for the unit.
I didn't see anything on the frontage road.
You and Reina take 40. He's still on foot, possibly. And me and Troy Bucket hit the frontage road. And westbound.
Come on here. You can't see on the frontage road, X.
No?
No. It would make more sense to go on foot. What are we waiting for? LT's asking.
Tell him we're doing our job.
All right. He said that they're doing their job and they're gonna move and they're working on him.
Games.
In the hours after Hare is rushed to the hospital, officers on scene traverse the surrounding area in search of their suspect.
Last seen wearing a brown hoodie, African-American male subject. Might be armed with...
Oh God, I just pray for Hair. Please help him pull through. I pray to God we find this guy. Please help us find him. That's all I ask.
At least it's gonna be daylight soon. Let's keep pushing west. Got shot like 3 times in the face on a welfare check, but we're looking for the subject now because he's still in -25 with that guy. They said his arrest went off. He was answering his unit or his radio or his phone, and so I told him to come out here. And now I found him 2 to the head and 1 to the neck, like through and through, and he just got transported. But I don't know where he's at now.
Let's keep going, bro.
I'm dying.
910 at the 300. Male subject entering the bathroom. Appears to be a dark red, possibly almost brown hooded. At the 300, possible male subject entering the bathrooms.
A moment of hope arises when officers hold a suspect at gunpoint just a few miles down the road.
One subject gunpoint on the ground.
Only to discover the individual was not involved shortly after.
-25, it was not the correct subject.
During the search, the rough terrain causes one of the cruiser's tires to go flat.
Hey guys, I don't know about this terrain also. I think I just got a flat tire.
You want to turn it back and go 240?
Yeah, let's do it. I got a flat tire, guys. My apologies.
An issue likely weighing on the officers' minds, as this was the very task Trooper Hare had intended for a civilian before he was shot.
Get this mother.
Secure the vehicle, but do not track around. TAC team wants to be able to track him from the vehicle.
I'm gonna go get some gas first, bro. It's not my blood, bro.
Dawn, 2 hours and 21 minutes since Trooper Hare was shot. These officers have been up all night,
talking about?
and their work is far from over. As the sun rises, dozens of officers track
What about
Jeremy's movements.
You get it from Leiden.
I got a taser right here.
Jacket, pocket taser, and a cigarette lighter.
I think he's going that way. It's an orange jacket that he was wearing.
Well, then why are you asking?
He found the signs of him. He's wearing like some type of
Oh, I didn't know you got it, man.
Well, these two, like he's running. Get away from him. Forks down.
They think they picked up the track on that side.
I think they're
A culvert, trying to work his way to Santa Rosa. They said they got 2 cell phones over there.
Uncovering his abandoned jacket, a possible discarded taser, a cigarette lighter, and 2 cell phones. Footprints suggest he is wearing Nike shoes, and his tracks lead west through a highway culvert towards Santa Rosa, a town roughly 30 miles away. A rest stop lies just a few miles from the crime scene in that direction, raising the possibility that Jeremy reached it and hitchhiked away before officers located Hare. While searching the surrounding area, another team of investigators contacted nearby businesses for any information they could find.
I didn't report anything. I guess somebody called in and said he was out here by the ice machines. Okay. The officer that was here asked to do footage. This is the closest one we got, but we didn't like see anything.
I know it's gonna be a pain. Can we watch this from 5 o'clock to 10 o'clock?
I don't know.
Okay. Wait, wasn't any of the employees though?
Not that I know of.
Everybody's gotta wear their hoodie on their cars.
I know it's like.
They said like a homeless camp is pretty close here. Is that correct? Someone said it. I don't like a little where homeless people like to gather. I don't know. Trying to see if maybe you've seen that dude walking in. I know it's not much to go off of.
No.
It's another dash cam angle. Kind of has the whole.
It's a younger looking guy.
Yeah, the whole pinstripe
He's got
beard.
some earrings.
Yeah.
Right. He's got nice teeth.
Yep.
What did this dude do?
He killed a state cop. So. Yeah, so that we're trying to track him down still. So
hope we catch him.
Yeah, hopefully we do.
Hope he doesn't survive the night.
Yeah, so.
I say that, but.
Oh yeah, no, I
You haven't? Okay.
Yeah. When you have a minute, I'll talk to you. I know you're super busy.
I have not seen him today.
Have you guys seen anything suspicious or anything like that?
You know, there is something I wanted to mention. Is it African American guy?
Yes.
Looks like in the picture. There was a guy down here, you know, red hoodie, jeans, everything. It was a white guy.
It was a white guy.
But he was wearing the red hoodie. I mean, you know, it did look like it. You know.
I was wondering if you noticed anything, if you seen him walking around, or.
Actually, after the state police came here this morning, I had seen a guy, dark-colored guy, walking in a dark-colored hoodie with a backpack. He walked right in front of here, walking that way.
About what time?
It was still dark outside.
I was at the pilot dropping breakfast off to my husband, and I seen like a sketchy guy standing there. And usually homeless people have a duffel bag and a dog, and he didn't have anything but his hands in his pockets, hood over his face. When my husband came out, he took off around the corner, which my husband works there, and like I just thought maybe he was afraid my husband was gonna kick him off the property, being maybe a homeless guy. And
Why?
Then, anyways, I got to work. I seen the news, and then I seen that the person of interest was wearing a hoodie and a brown jacket, and that man was wearing a brown hoodie with a light jacket. Like the build matches.
Officers are able to identify their suspect based off the information they gathered from his stolen vehicle and collaborative efforts with officers from South Carolina who were investigating their missing person case involving Phoenicia Machado 4. Once officers were able to obtain GPS data from the vehicle, South Carolina authorities were clued in on Phoenicia's location, who was discovered just several miles away from where she was abducted in South Carolina, robbed of her life, and left on the side of a secluded road. Reports indicated she had been tortured before being killed execution-style by a single bullet wound. Through unspecified methods, likely restricted by court stipulations, officers obtained information linked to a person of interest. A review of the footage suggests that one of the recovered cell phones belongs to a contact of Jeremy, a significant other who lives approximately 140 miles away in Albuquerque. After analyzing the owner's financial history, officers trace a transaction to a nearby gas station. The transaction confirms she was active around the time Jeremy shot Trooper Hare, suggesting she could have given him a ride from the scene.
From the EBT. So the purchase made was like $6.28 this morning. So I don't know what you could actually buy from your menu that would amount to that. Yeah, it was reported to us that she had came in, made a small purchase, and that was about it.
And there she is buying the stuff. Hey,
what time did the show at?
At 7:06.
7:06 a.m. And it's on the Circle K side. Hey, was she by herself on that?
At the register, it just shows her by herself. Just go back and look at the front entrance because it'll zoom on their person.
There she is. Vehicles on. Somebody's with her. What time is that?
7:01:45. What time did the actual homicide occur? Was it early enough that she
5. Yeah, 5.
After potentially linking Jeremy's significant other to his escape, investigators locate her traveling with her father as they are seemingly headed away from town for the weekend.
Are you aware of what happened this morning? Yeah, sure. So this morning at about 5 o'clock, took the state police vehicle until he wrecked it, then fled on foot. We've developed some information that it might be Jeremy Smith, and so we want to get any information that we can about him. Do you know this person? Who is it? When was the last time you saw him?
Well, my friend.
Absolutely.
It was February 29th, the Thursday. Me and my mom dropped him off at the airport for him to go back to South Carolina because we had an altercation.
A review of Jeremy's criminal history from that time reveals that officers had previously intervened in a domestic dispute between him and this woman, an incident captured on police body camera footage.
You can wait for an officer and we can escort you to get your stuff. That way you guys don't fight anymore and nobody goes to jail. Okay? It doesn't matter. It's still domestic if you argue with her.
No charges were filed regarding that incident.
He has a bad temper, and I was getting tired of it, and he doesn't listen. He got upset with me, and he was raising his voice, and he was saying that he's not his old self. He was going like that, and putting up his fist to
a lot, but no one's dying.
He scared me. I wanted to go home, and I just wanted him out of my life. I told him I didn't want nothing to do with him, and that my mom, we were going to buy him a ticket, but his uncle bought him the ticket. He doesn't know nobody here but me. February 29th, we dropped him off, and he kept calling me, and at first I was like, just leave me alone.
Bring it,
Then,
fuck.
soft heart, I was just like, look, we will never be together, but I will be friends with you, but I don't ever want to see you. But if you need someone to talk to, I'll be here. And he just kept saying, I'm going to come back to you. And of course I didn't believe him. I mean, maybe I should believe that, but I didn't.
I'm not one for relationship advice. So
He would just keep calling, I would ignore him. And then yesterday, he called me and he just said, I love you. It was at 2 in the morning and I was tired and I had to get up at 5 for work. So I just go, what? And I hang up. Today he actually called me at 3 o'clock in the morning, but I told myself he needed to really let him go, so I didn't pick up.
How long did you guys date for?
We were talking while he was in prison. He was in prison for 12 years. I do broadcasting, so I'm like always dancing and just being myself. He just started talking to me on there.
Maybe not a dating app, or was it a dating app, or was it just a...
It's like a dating app, but you can also broadcast on it.
Okay. What app was it again?
Poof.
Okay. Was he ever actually physically violent with you?
No, but I know he would say, oh, I'll kill you, you know, if you ever leave me, and he said it in front of my mom, and my mom didn't like that.
Did he get a job when he was here? Did he...
No, he hadn't.
From...
I don't know.
So the phone number that he called you from...
I don't have it.
Okay.
Because I always, whenever he calls me, I don't want to memorize his number. So
So I always delete it. Always. I delete pictures. I'm the type of person that I don't want to see that person, so I just delete their information.
Why did you give it to him?
Whenever we were together, when he'd go back and forth, I just wanted to keep in contact with him, and I wanted him to have a phone. It's an iPhone, and I go, oh, is it pink? And then he goes, yes. And I go, wait, what? And then he tells me what city it's in.
What?
Why is it there?
I thought he was done.
Nothing.
So I have a question. If you didn't know...
I thought he left it whenever his life hit a certain point.
I'm scared.
Okay. Does she know?
As soon as if I tell my mom, he just hit me. My mom goes, let's come.
Yeah, he looked done whenever he raised his sword to this.
So my mom's
Yeah.
very, like, how do you say this? And she yelled at him one time because the way he was talking to me. And now that she found out that he shot somebody, she thinks that he's going to shoot her. And so she's mad at me and stuff.
What do you do for work?
I'm learning about it. It's
I can't see her.
disabilities, like making sure they're being independent.
Where are you guys?
7:45.
He didn't even get to use the move.
By 9. But I'm an early type of person.
Do you remember what you were doing between the time that you were getting ready for work to about 7:45?
I went to
Yeah,
go
same.
get me
I just left.
Sprite and some nuts at the gas station.
Do you normally go to that gas station? No. What?
I just wanted it to go there because that was like the closest one to me. On my way to my job.
Notably, it appears her and her family live in Albuquerque, roughly 140 miles away from the shooting.
What was the relationship between your parents and Jeremy?
The first
I thought you were going to get your ascendancy, bro.
talk with him. He was like, look, I want a godly man. I just ask you to love her, don't ever put your
I was talking to him.
My mom, she didn't like it at all because he was in prison. So I'm
No, you can't get your ascendancy.
I know he did
Impossible.
was bad. And it wasn't right. But I do feel like he is. I mean, if that, you can't say he's a good person because he did that. But I know he's not like a bad person, but he makes
We need
stupid
Blockmore.
choices. He doesn't think, and he's just tempered. Like, he just has a bad temper.
If we asked you to call him, would you do it?
Yes, but I don't have his number.
Contacts you, will you call us?
Yeah.
Call me personally?
Yeah.
Okay. To get that phone number that he's calling you from would be helpful. It'll still show up in your phone records, but not on the list in your phone.
Did he ever make like any type of statements or? No?
I know if I would say I'm gonna break up with you, he would say he's gonna kill himself.
Whoever did this thing this morning is very violent and volatile and scary. Can I say it's Jeremy 100% for sure? Not until we find him and prove without a shadow of a doubt. But I can't say it wasn't. And if it was him...
Hell yeah, this is it, boys.
Officials visited their home in
I'm about
Albuquerque
to
to review
masturbate.
security footage, hoping to confirm whether Jeremy had
I
been
need
in
to
the
go
area
22
recently
first.
and to further verify his identity. So far, he has not appeared on the home's cameras. Concerned for their safety, his significant other and her parents plan to leave town the following morning, intending to return after Jeremy's capture.
Alright,
There's nothing more
so where
sure
do we
than
go?
mother's instincts,
Yeah,
right?
we're under level.
Right.
Where's
I would
this
just
that
like to
fucking
know when you
badass,
guys
dude?
catch her. That way it could ease her mind and her.
So where do we go
And
now?
She's going to be driving my truck. I'll probably be driving her car.
Okay.
Just for...
No, we gotta go kill Bow
definitely.
Bow Bow.
Yeah, we'll definitely keep in touch.
The day ends in frustration and heartbreak as Hare
Yeah,
passed
so
away from
where's
his
Bala
injuries
Bala?
at 7:21 a.m. He has 2 daughters, along with his pregnant significant other, expecting their third
I
child.
think they're in the Valley of the
Unfortunately,
Titans.
their suspect is still at large as investigations continue overnight.
Well, why
Those
not?
investigations included this heavily redacted footage that initially seemed irrelevant to the case. However,
We're gonna have
upon
to go to
closer
Method and
examination,
Badlands.
it
I think
appears
it's the
this
lowest
individual
level.
left a comment on the police department's social media post about the manhunt, stating, "He was hitchhiking, and I gave him a ride to Santa Rosa. He didn't seem like anything bad was going on."
I gave nobody a ride today. Checker, I've been home all day. I did not
See,
post that.
told
So
you
if
we had to
wanna
collect the horn first.
do your detective
And
work,
you
find
told
out
me
who did
no.
Closer to China when in fact we've seen the opposite effect. The entire
Okay, so this is the 90-day pause on some tariffs. This literally just happened.
world is calling the United States of America, not China, because they need our markets, they need our consumers, and they need this president in the Oval Office to talk to them. And that's exactly why more than 75 countries have called, because the United States of America is the best place in the world to do business. And as the president has shown great courage, as the secretary has said, in choosing to retaliate against China even higher. Elena, go ahead.
Hi, thank you, Treasury Secretary Bessent. Can you explain more of the decision making on what feels like a reversal here? I mean, just these went into effect less than 15 hours ago, these tariffs. Why the pause now? What led to that?
No. Again, President Trump created maximum negotiating leverage for himself, and which tariffs went into effect.
Well, it's pretty obvious that, like, if the people that are coming to the table to negotiate, it would make sense if you're going to negotiate, you would give them a pause, so there's like an incentive for them to negotiate, right? So like it's positive for them, and it creates a reward structure around doing it. It's like if you kiss the ring, you're not going to have all of your crops burned. Like, I mean, this is what literally like barons did 1,000 years ago. I mean, is this really a fucking surprise? It's a ceasefire in trading. It is. He caved. He didn't cave. They did. And the thing is that how is it caving when these people have come to negotiate the deals? Like, I don't understand why. How are they saying that he's caving? I'm confused. Well, yeah, I don't understand what they mean by that. A tariff ceasefire? Yeah, that's basically what's happening. Exactly. Yeah, I don't understand how his tactics are so hard to understand. Yeah, I feel like it's very simple. Yeah, it's the same as, like, you know, Russia and Ukraine, while they're trying to negotiate a peace deal, they have a ceasefire. Like, this is very common. Of course this is what happens. The media is trying to play Trump as well. I went caving yesterday, prediction mobs. Yeah, anyway, what is this here? I'll read a few of these. Like, bro, you can make up more. Bro, can you make up more excuses? Well, what do you? Well, I'm just really confused by what you mean by this. So, like, if they're gonna negotiate the tariffs, then that's not really caving, right? I don't know. I don't. It doesn't seem like that to me. How does that make any sense? It's one way to reward trade negotiations. Yes, exactly.
Do you want it?
I don't even get this. What do you mean by this? Everyone wanted to discuss before this retard imposed self-destructive taxes. Well, let me see here. It's not caving. He rewarded our allies and punished China. That's what it seemed like to me too. So there's no response, right? Yeah, I don't understand. People did strategies like this. They did stuff like this 1,000 years ago. This isn't new at all. What do you mean? Like, I mean, are people really so blind that they can't see such an obvious play? It's common, yes, of course.
Hours ago, the ones that we have lowered went into effect a week ago. They were announced a week ago, and we've just been overwhelmed by the response from mostly our allies who want to come and negotiate in good faith. So we are expecting them to come with their best deal. As I said a week ago today, don't retaliate, hold your ground, let's see what happens. And China, they kept escalating and escalating, and now they have 125% tariffs that will be effective immediately. Mr. Secretary,
go ahead. So China's tariffs are now up to 125%. I feel like this is probably, like, I mean, if I'm going to be honest, like, I think this is what he planned on doing the whole time. And, or at least this was one possible, you know, like, this was I would say that before they did this, this was a theoretical win condition. Because basically now, if you're only, because, like, if you have tariffs on the whole world, right, it makes it harder for, like, it puts more pressure on your economy. But if you can use the tariffs as a negotiation tactic and then get everybody else to negotiate, pause those, and then focus all of your efforts on suppressing one country as hard as you can, which is what he's doing to China, I feel like that's clearly what he's trying to do, right? That's 100% what he's trying to do. And I think that was the plan all along, because in a lot of cases, like Vietnam and Japan and, you know, the United Kingdoms, like, these are not our trading enemies, really. It's China that he's viewing as a trading enemy. I think he's manipulating markets with his friends. Well, he's doing a really good job at it, I'll tell you that.
Secretary, thanks so much for doing this. The 90-day pause on the reciprocal tariffs, is that because of the whiplash?
China can choke U.S. economy more than U.S. economy can choke them? Well, I guess we're going to find out.
We've been seeing across the financial markets. How much was, you know, what we saw in the stock markets, you know, a part of this decision?
No, it's because it's going to, because of the large number of inbounds, we've had more than 75 countries contact us, and I imagine after today there will be more. So it is just a processing problem. Each one of these solutions is going to be bespoke. It is going to take some time, and President Trump wants to be personally involved. So that's why we're getting the 90-day pause.
What is it?
Time, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I was seeing.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by this at all, bro.
It's all the president's decision, and the president had a level in mind to raise the China tariffs.
This guy Bessett broke the British pound back in the day. He knows how to kill another country's currency. We're China's biggest importer by far. We are the buyer, and their economy is based off selling as much as possible. This guy explains it on Tucker's podcast 3 weeks ago. Yeah, I mean, I feel like, honestly, the whole time there were like in my opinion, I think Trump pretty much had two goals, right? To destabilize European trading and make them less concerted in their efforts to be able to collectively negotiate against the United States, and also to weaken China, just in a general sense.
And
like,
then
those, I think those are his goals.
Essentially, the 3-month pause in mind, and we were discussing the exact wording. Sorry? Of course.
It's the president's decision.
It's the president's decision. It was the president's decision to wait until today. And again,
you're good, man.
As I've said in the past, no one creates leverage for himself like President Trump.
Mr. Secretary. Shelby, go ahead.
Secretary, what does the president want to see by this, I think it's July 9th,
I would have loved to
deadline
take that.
keep things paused? Is it just trade barriers coming down, or is it more than that?
These are trade negotiations, but if countries want to come and offer other things, I talked about yesterday that we are thinking about a big LNG project in Alaska that South Korea, Japan, Taiwan are interested in financing and taking a substantial portion of the offtake. But again, in essence, that is trade because it will decrease the trade deficit that we have with those countries. So everything's on the table.
Yeah, I feel like, am I crazy that like after, and this is not really a good thing, but the way that Trump does negotiations, it really seems, is like the way that they do in movies, where it's like, if you do this or we're going to kill your family, or you do this or we're going to bomb this country or bomb something, right? It's basically like he has, like what he does is he pretty much goes and he is as extreme and brutal as possible, and it scares people. It's a mafia tactic, and I bet he did this in real estate. I bet he's done this with other people. And yeah, it's a power dynamic. It is. And the thing is that it's intimidating people. It is. And the thing is that it works. It does work. That's why the people that did it back in the days, everybody still knows their name. It's because they were so brutal and so good at doing this that they killed anybody else who went against them.
It takes 100 fucking...
That's it. It can backfire. Yeah, I know.
Come look at this, then.
He did it with Vince McMahon in WWE. Well, just look at the TikTok deal, mafia tactics as well. Yeah, I think the TikTok deal is a great example of that, where he basically says, we're going to ban this unless you allow it here. And its value is only derived on it being allowed here. So we're pretty much holding your company hostage until you give us your company. That's basically what he's saying. Or sell it off so we can control it. That's it. And like, you can say that it will backfire. Okay. All right, we'll see what happens. It's dumb not to leverage America's global power in negotiations. Yeah. 6 bankruptcies? You understand that actually helps my argument, right? A lot of people declare bankruptcy as a financial get-out-of-jail-free card to an extent with businesses.
I don't know what that is.
They do it to leverage debts in different ways. They do it to remove certain levels of accountability. There's a difference between Chapter 7 and Chapter 11 bankruptcy on like a personal level too. This happens all the time. This is, again, like, I think Trump is is a scammer. Like, he knows every fucking scam that you can do. Like, that's it. And I guarantee you, like, in the same way that Trump, this is what people accused Trump of whenever he was a real estate agent. He said, basically, I'm not going to pay you for the work that you did, but too bad. And if you want to try to sue me for it, I'm going to beat you in court and cost you hundreds of millions of dollars.
I have that.
Or hundreds of thousands of dollars. And, like, maybe you'll win, maybe you won't, right? And so...
I have that.
That's what he did. And by the way, that's a bad way of doing things, right? That's very, very bad. But at the same, he's a con man. He is. But the thing is that, of course, people are going to be in favor of that if you have that person that's advocating on your behalf. Great presidential candidate instead. Well, I'm telling you, like and for him it worked. He's a fucking billionaire.
I'll have to switch recaps.
A clarification on the 10 on the pause. What happened to those countries who just had 10% baseline tariffs, like Brazil and others? Are they still going to have this 90-day pause? Because you were saying that there will be a tariff of 10% for others. So what happened to those who just had a 10%?
Yeah, that's going to remain.
And do you call this an embargo to China?
Pardon?
You call this an embargo to China, a trade embargo?
Well, I'm not sure what you mean by the word embargo.
125% tariff.
I am not clear if this is rare.
And then impose 84%. Isn't this an embargo?
Well, it's not. Look, it's China's decision that we have the deficit with them. They sell us almost 5 times what we sell them. So again, I think it's an own goal by China.
Mr. Secretary Meredith. Mr. Secretary, does this signal that you're confident that you're going to be able to strike a satisfactory deal with all these 75 nations that
It signals that President Trump cares about trade and that we want to negotiate in good faith. And as I said, each one of these is going to be a separate, bespoke negotiation. So we are confident that having seen the other side of where this could go, and it was like I said last week, the market didn't understand. Those were maximum levels. The countries can think about those levels as they come to us to bring down their tariffs, their non-tariff trade barriers. We're going to discuss currency manipulation, subsidy of labor, and
people have criticized China for manipulating their currency forever. Like, I remember hearing about this 15, 20 years ago.
Industry.
Secretary, as far as you, will the pause also apply to the sectoral tariffs that the president has announced, pharma, lumber, anything else?
No, it's on the receipt.
God, dude, you disgust me. Way to copy what I said. Got him! Got him! Start doing some fucking spells, dude. Oh no, I got Enfolding Dawn Pilgrim Vestments. 85% increased armor, 100 spirit. Ah, do you ever just stop bitching? Oh, okay. I do spells. I do lots of stuff. I got feelings. I do stuff. I do spells and chaos. I do both. Yeah, no. They took away all my troll slots. They took away all my troll slots. Alright, where are we headed now? Ah, this place is giving me cancer, bone cancer. In the boner.
Oh, I'm dead. I'm so cooked. I'm so cooked. I'm so cooked. I think I'm dead here. I think I'm dead here. I think I'm dead here. Yeah. That was, oh no, this is the one resurrection. Okay, I picked the right one. Oh! Oh, that's so sick. Is that it? Is that it? Is that game? Is that game? If this does 3, I'm gonna scream. If this does 3, I'm gonna scream. Does he get a resurrection too? No! Yo! This game is hype. Oh, I'm dead. I'm so cooked. I'm so cooked. I'm so cooked. I think I'm dead here. I think I'm dead here. I think I'm dead here. Yeah.
Wait, guys, come back. I just got cucked, bro. Harry, move. Yeah, but you gotta stay on it as well. Because if you don't stay with it, then it'll disappear. He's right here, I got him. I'm here. I got you. Go get it. You clean up the messes I'm leaving behind. Yeah, he's got a long one. I've never seen one this long. Oh, here he is. Here he is. This is it. Alright. It did. Darth Mauler the Devoted. Sounds like a Magic the Gathering monster. But wait, there's more. Oh, I am not keeping my mana up like I used to be. Oh, here comes the Oxus. Yeah, that was his death fucking, his martyr, post-martyr, whatever it's called. Yeah, right. Don't come down here. It's worthless. He's calling you, bro. You like my little army here? Gotta wait for him. Is he here? It's just you. Yeah. I'm glad you're picking up now.
China is very explicit over the long run. They want to take us out. Not, to me, dissimilar to what happened to President Biden and the Afghanistan.
Jamal Bowman, the former Democrat congressman for New York, Matt Schlatt, the chairman of CPAC, and Lindy Lee, the former fundraiser for the Democratic National Committee. Well, welcome to all
last
of you.
time Lindy was on
Chuck
Piers
Todd, welcome
Morgan
to Uncensored, making your debut. Congratulations on breaking out into this brave new world, which I think you'll find very exciting.
Thank you, and be gentle.
Yeah. Of course. It's great to see you, Chuck.
I hate these guys.
Look, you've been in Washington a long time. You've seen it all before.
No,
I
I
don't
always
think
take
any
out
of
the
us
big
have
one
ever
first.
seen anything quite like what is happening here.
Yeah.
I've got to be honest, I just don't know if it could work. I mean, I'm keeping an open
Fuck it,
mind,
you go for him,
as
I'll
I
go
do
for
with
this
all
one.
things Trump, that if you get away from the often incendiary rhetoric and the kind of brutal methodology, is there a method to the madness? I'm looking at the markets this morning. You've got a full-blown trade war now between the United States and China, but the market's gone up on this news, which suggests to me that maybe, even on Wall Street, they're thinking, well, maybe it is time we had a gloves-off war over trade.
Well, I don't know if it's going to work either. History says it's unlikely to work, and I think the real challenge for President Trump is it's not what he's trying to do. What he's trying to do is popular, right? Bring back manufacturing, bring back more, Americans should make more things in America. That is not that is a unifying idea. But
I'm dead.
The way he's gone about it, I think, has both been politically damaging to himself, and then obviously it could be catastrophic to the economy. It's not, to me, dissimilar to what happened to President Biden and the Afghanistan withdrawal. The idea of getting out of Afghanistan, that was universally popular, right? That had 60, 70%, yes, get out. How he got out became a test of his competency, or frankly incompetency, of his administration. And when you look at how President Trump has done this,
I think so.
There's a good op-ed in the New York Times today, Owen Cass, who's a defender of the larger idea of what President Trump is doing, but simply seems to be sort of at his wit's end at sort of how he's trying to do it. Politically, he should have done his tax cut first, and sort of essentially gradually increased and gradually talked about how he was going to do his tariffs. You do a little bit at a time, 3 months at a time, see who comes to the table. You give business a chance to absorb the new rules, and there is sort of, you can create some certainty in the business community. The way he's done it, I think he's jeopardized his political support in Congress, even among his fellow Republicans, and he's jeopardized the competency that I think many business leaders assumed he had with the economy. They looked at Trump 1 and thought, hey, that wasn't so bad. Now, I would look at it and say, well, he's got an entirely different slate of advisors surrounding him this time than he had in 1.0. Mike Pence, Reince Priebus, those guys were free marketers. They were free traders. There were a lot of free traders in this administration in Trump 1.0. Those folks don't exist in Trump 2.0. So I do think he's put himself and has put his party in massive political jeopardy by how he's gone about it. It's not the idea, it's how he's executed it.
Well, Matt Schlatt, that's a really interesting point Chuck makes, because we played a CNN
You'll be able to once you
clip
get one
earlier.
of
They
them
were
dead.
talking about a poll which showed that the majority of Americans are comfortable with the level of power that Donald Trump has, which might be a surprise to many people on the left, for example, who think he's completely out of control, he's a king, and so on. So it's clear that the American people at the moment believe actually it's okay that he has this amount of power. But how he's utilizing it is clearly causing him a lot of personal poll rating damage, because another CNN poll I saw this morning showed that over the tariff issue, his support is definitely plummeting. And it is a massive roll of the dice. Whatever side you're on, whichever way you look at this, nobody has ever tried to launch a global trade war. He would dispute the word war, but I think most people would say that's what we're now in. A global trade war between the United States and everybody else, with China in particular responding against fire with fire. So the two things can be right. People might be comfortable that the president has this power to do this, But the way he's executing this is eating up his political capital. And again, look, I don't know if it's going to work. If it does, then he'll turn out to be a genius who played the ultimate blunt weapon, and it worked. If it doesn't work, conversely, he could be in serious political trouble, and the Republicans heading into the midterms might get one hell of a beating there and then another big beating in the next election. In other words, the stakes are incredibly high here.
Piers Morgan Uncensored is now proudly independent. If you like the show, we ask for only one thing. Subscribe on YouTube and follow Piers Morgan Uncensored on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Now let's get straight to the point. Support for today's show comes from a business focused on a critical issue: prosperity. US national debt is at crisis levels, inflation has made life more expensive for everybody, and the stock market is precarious. It's enough to make anyone's financial future feel grim. So what is the solution? Well, a simple one is to opt out of the chaos and invest in something solid and reliable: physical, gold, and silver. And there's only one name you need from
the last 8 years is he's actually turned into to be one of the most consequential presidents in our history.
Bro,
and,
come
there's a couple
on.
things that you have to realize, which is this trade war is going on already. He's just decided to engage it. So there was this acceptance by Democrats and Republicans, free traders, as Chuck just described them. You know, I would quibble with that, but let's just say this. We were okay with America paying for everything. We were okay with American companies paying high tariffs and us having relatively low tariffs because we were so big and we were so successful. And we dominated the economy and we dominated the globe. And then over time, the American middle class got hollowed out and the American people soured on this idea of globalism, and they soured on this idea that there was an upside to getting cheap T-shirts and cheap underwear when you couldn't work at the plant anymore. You couldn't find a job, and what you were told by a lot of people is that's okay, you'll get retrained and you'll become a computer technician, and that hasn't worked out so great for everyone. The other war that we've woken up to is the idea that we're in a global war with China, whether we want to accept that or not. They are all over this globe. They have become the globe's banker. They're creating all the infrastructure on all these continents. I see this with all the travels we do with CPAC. And China is very explicit over the long run. They want to take us out. And the fact that they make almost all of our medicine and